Hi there, and welcome to the Salted Pepper, where we cook for real life using real food and we keep it real simple. And today I'm going to show you how to make the best salad dressing in the Ninja Foodi cold and hot blender, and we're going to use it to make an Asian style slaw. Now, you don't have to make the slaw. You could just make the dressing, pour it over any type of salad that you want. It would be absolutely delicious, but I like to put it over a coleslaw, well, an Asian coleslaw. So that's what I'm going to do. So the first thing is I'm going to tell you exactly what ingredients go into the blender. We're going to get it blended up, and in the time that it's blending, I'm going to do my prep. So I'm going to use 1 carrot with this is from Pampered Chef. You don't have to use this. You could use a regular grater, but I happen to like this because it's really easy to grate these long pieces of carrot. That is perfect for the slaw that we're gonna make. And then I'm just gonna use a knife and thinly slice some onion and some cabbage and get that together. So first, let's get our dressing made. And again, I've tried this dressing on different things. It is so amazing and so easy. All right, we're gonna use 1/3 of a cup of cashews. So go ahead and put those in. Those are roasted and salted, but you could use unsalted if you want it. We're gonna use a 1/4 cup of plain tap water, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. And then for the seasoning or the spices, if you will, we have 1 teaspoon of lemongrass, 1 teaspoon of chili garlic sauce. We have 1/2 teaspoon of fish sauce and 1 teaspoon of a Dijon mustard. Now, I am using the fish sauce in this recipe, which you can get at almost any grocery store. You don't have to use it though, but it does add this really great depth of flavor to this dressing. If you don't use the fish sauce, you might need to season with a little bit of salt. You might need to adjust the seasonings, basically. And the lemongrass, I also think, is a great added touch. You can get this in the grocery store, in the produce aisle above where the herbs are. It's usually refrigerated. If you can't find this though, you can skip it, or you can just use a little bit of lemon zest, okay? So let me get these spices into the blender. All right, so let's go ahead and get the lid on. And the beauty of this dressing is it is a nice creamy dressing because of the cashews. But if you don't like cashews, you could definitely make it with peanuts. That would be fine too. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the blender on. And for this, I'm gonna use the extract function because I don't want chunks of the cashews. I want them to be really, really blended up very fine so it is a smooth salad dressing, or in this instance, I'm gonna use it for a coleslaw dressing. All right, so extract, 1 minute. There we go. We've got our carrot grated, our onion thinly sliced, and our cabbage. Now, I didn't shred it. You could do that if you wanted shreds, but I like to have strands. So I just sliced it really thin. All right, so we're gonna combine these 3 ingredients. Now, if you didn't wanna have carrots, you could leave them out, it's no problem. If you didn't like onions, you could leave that out. You could do it just with all cabbage, that would be fine. You know, make things how you like them. All right, now I'm just gonna mix this up just a little bit here. All right, let's check on our dressing. All right, the first thing, give it a little taste. Look at how creamy it is. Oh my gosh, this is such an amazing dressing. I love it. That is so good. Now it is a little bit spicy, so if you don't like the spice, make sure that you omit the chili garlic sauce that I used, okay? All right, now let's get it out of the blender and onto our slaw. All right, that looks good. And I didn't mention before, but this is probably about 3 cups of cabbage. So that's about what you would use for this amount of dressing. But you could double, triple, quadruple that dressing if you wanted to make more, if you just wanted to keep it in the fridge for a couple days and use it. It is so, so good. So now what I'm gonna do is mix this all up, coat all of the cabbage and the carrots and the onions with the dressing. And then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator. So once this has chilled for at least 30 minutes, then we're gonna add a couple more ingredients to top it off and serve it. And it's absolutely delicious. All right, so our Asian slaw has been chilling in the refrigerator for about an hour. And now I'm gonna add the remaining ingredients, which is 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds, and about a 1/4 cup of cashews. What I like to do, you could put them in a bag and kind of smash them up, but I just like to sort of break them so that they're in big enough pieces that you know they're there, but you're not biting into an entire cashew. So I just really quickly break these up and then toss it around. And then you could either serve it as a side, you know, to some kind of an Asian meal that you're having, or you could put it on a sandwich with some Asian pulled pork, which I have a recipe for, and I'm gonna link to that right up there for you guys. That would be absolutely amazing. Tastes perfectly delicious. But how I usually eat this is topped with shredded Asian chicken, which I have in this pot right now, because I'm doing a video simultaneously with this because they just go so well together. So definitely I will link to that video right up there when it is available. And the rest of them look pretty good. There we go. All right, so just give that a little toss. All right, so the cabbage has softened up some, but it's not reduced as much as it would be if you had a mayonnaise and sugar base in here, you know, the dressing for a traditional coleslaw that really reduces that cabbage down quite a bit. Doesn't do that, but I actually like it this way. It really keeps the cabbage nice and crisp, but it is softer than just plain raw cabbage that you would grate. All right, let's get some in a bowl. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. All right, here we go. All right, let's give it a taste. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's crisp, it's cool, it's so flavorful. It's a tad bit spicy, and when I say a tad, I mean a tad. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably maybe a 2, 3 at the most. So it really is not spicy at all. You could add in some freshly grated ginger. That would be so amazing. So really, this is a great side dish. It's super easy to make, and that dressing that we made in the blender, oh my goodness, you have to make that. Even if you skip the slaw and you put it on a different type of a salad, give that dressing a try. It is amazing.